Sometimes students will approach me and they'll ask things like, how do I study better? How do I memorize more? How do I read faster? I think those are really good questions to ask, but I find that very often there's a very, very critical underlying foundational problem that they haven't addressed, which is making those other academic problems a lot harder. One of the things that you really have to get down is your sleep schedule. If your sleep is not good, your whole life is going to be a lot more difficult and you're going to have to spend way more effort to learn things throughout the day. My name is Professor Nick and I help students to crush it at college. Today, I'm going to talk to you about some sleep hacks so you can get better quality sleep, learn more, and not have to put so much effort into studying. If you are interested in this topic or others just like it, be sure to subscribe and smash that bell icon so you stay notified and don't miss anything. Also, be sure to stay to the end of the video because I've got a tip for you at the end that is going to blow your mind. So environment is critical. Your brain associates a place with the activities and people of that place. So if you're doing things other than sleeping in your bedroom, it's going to be problematic. You don't want to be studying, watching TV, playing video games in your bedroom. And I understand this is difficult for those of you guys who might be in dorms or live at home or have limited space, but ideally try to use your bed only for sleep, right? So what you're gonna see here is my environment is really optimized for sleep, especially keeping things dark in here. So it's the middle of the day right now, but if I turn off the lights, you see it's completely freaking pitch black. How did I do that? Quite simple, actually. So I've got this handy dandy garbage bags. Yes, very fancy. And so I tape the garbage bags around there, which looks absolutely insane from the outside, but I don't care. And I've got some, curtains and blinds and everything, but the net effect is that everything is completely blacked out. You also want to do stuff like, I've got this little smoke alarm up here and you can see I've put a black piece of tape over the light. You want to remove all sources of light. It's going to stimulate your brain and keep you awake when you're trying to fall asleep, and you don't want that. So other things you can have for your environment, a good mattress that could be a video all on its own, but having a good mattress helps a lot. Pillow is big, so you can get a Tempur-Pedic pillow or something similar. This is an EcoDen pillow and its shape is quite interesting, so it fits really nice against your shoulders, and it's got a nice little crater for your head so you just fall right to sleep. It feels amazing. I've also got a weighted blanket here, so this thing's about 20 pounds, and having that weight on you can really pacify you, stop you from tossing and turning so much so you just fall right to sleep. I've also got a nice little humidifier here. So the pleasant sound of the humidifier along with some kind of scent like lavender oil or something like that helps you to fall asleep even faster. Another fun thing you can buy here is, this is called a Manta mask, and it's got these fun little cups that fit perfectly against your eyes so it doesn't scratch your eyelids and doesn't let in any light at all. So if you don't have the option of blacking out your windows like I did, then you can use a Manta mask, and that helps a lot. So that is the role of environment. Let's look at a couple of other things we can do here. Next thing I want to go over here is supplements. So there's L-tryptophan, which I believe is a precursor to melatonin. This is going to help you to fall asleep at night. So this is a good one to have. It's sometimes a little pricey depending on where you get it, but I honestly think it's worth it for your sleep. There's also Zen, and this is not necessarily a sleep or nighttime supplement, but it's got a lot of things like L-theanine and lemon balm, magnesium, stuff that's going to help you to fall asleep faster at night. So this is just good for overall stress and anxiety. Melatonin. So I have mixed feelings about melatonin, but you should try it and see what happens. One thing I'd say is that you can develop some tolerance to this if you do it too much. And this is 10 milligrams, but I think that's probably too much to start with. So maybe start with 1 or 2 milligrams. I've heard some people say melatonin can be more effective in smaller doses, so your mileage may vary. On that note, you can use a sleep supplement that's kind of a blend of different vitamins and stuff. I'm going to be 100% honest. I don't know what some of these things are and what they do, but I know that this stuff makes me pass out. This is Genius Sleep Aid. And like I was saying before, small amounts of melatonin. So you can see this has just 0.5 milligram of melatonin, and I think it's pretty effective.
You're gonna have to do some trial and error because people's bodies respond differently, but you sooner or later will find that one thing that knocks you right out. Magnesium is a good one just for overall health, but taking this at night, I think, can help you just fall asleep faster.
Okay, so some other odds and ends that can help a lot to improve your sleep. One is using some kind of thing with relaxation or sound. So a few options there is meditation using an app like Headspace, hypnosis using an app like Mindset or Hypnobox to help you fall asleep. I find that doing that a lot can get your brain used to going into sleep mode by hearing certain sounds. Some people like ASMR. Me personally, I don't like to have earphones in when I'm going to sleep. So, but you could try it and see how it works. I'd also recommend doing some kind of sleep tracking. So using something like Fitbit or the Oura Ring to track your sleep is gonna help you get a feel for when do you sleep best, when do you not sleep so well, and how is the amount of sleep and quality of sleep that you're getting affecting your performance throughout the day. Remember that in order to change something, you need to be able to measure it, right? So this is the importance of having sleep tracking. There's also this nifty thing that I got from a blog post on earlytorise.com, and it's this 10-3-2-1-0 method, which I really, really like. So routine is critical. Your body and your mind thrive on routine. But in particular, doing a few things here can really make that process easier for you. So 10-3-2-1-0, what is this whole thing? 10 means no caffeine 10 hours before bed, no caffeine, right? Even if it's like green tea or something, small amounts of caffeine can keep you up. It has a pretty long half-life of about 4 or 5 hours. So having caffeine in your system, you know, a few hours before bed is gonna make it really hard to fall asleep. The three is no food or alcohol. And I understand that maybe eating a snack or having some drinks might be soothing and might kind of like relax you. But with alcohol especially, yes, it can help you to fall asleep, but it's going to disrupt the quality of sleep that you get, and it's really not worth it in the long run. So try and wait, 3 hours before bed, no food, no alcohol, right? It's really going to help you, okay? 2 means no work. This is a very difficult one. I struggle with this a lot. But basically, you need to give your mind a couple hours before sleep to not do work and not thinking about that stuff, okay? So try and delegate some tasks to the next day. Maybe get a journal and kind of do a brain dump and get some stuff off of your mind, okay? No work 2 hours before sleep. Try it, see how well it works, okay? 1 is no screens, so no screen time. Phones are huge, but computers also, right? So no screen time. The lights from these devices are really telling your brain to stay awake, and it's going to be so hard to do that if you've been using it shortly before bed. So give your brain some time to disengage from the light so you can start winding down. And then 0 is my favorite. Another difficult one is snooze. 0 snoozing. This is the number of times that you hit the snooze button, okay? There's this thing called fractionation, which basically means when you open your eyes after coming out of a sleep and then close them again, you go back in deeper. So when you snooze, you notice how much harder it is to wake up the second time. That's because of fractionation, right? So don't do that. That's it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Give this a like if you enjoyed it, and be sure to subscribe for fantastic videos. I am trying really hard to get to 200 subscribers, and every single one of you guys matters so much. This is Professor Nick signing off, and I will see you next time.